There's no elevator. Okay. If you want to have a seat right here, that's fine. Two of these seats here. Okay, so
You're gonna need some paper and pen.
paper and a pen.
Yeah.
For.
To write stuff down.
Okay.
Thanks.
I have this.
Does that work?
How about what I can do for you is do you want to fill out a statement about
Yes,
what happened?
please.
Well, we want to talk to you and fill out a statement, but yeah. So why don't you go get a statement for him too?
Yes, please.
And maybe you check clipboard. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so bossy.
Thank you so much. I didn't realize they got hit by the flood up here.
Well, I don't think they did, although it was interesting with the foyer. So is that flood damage, or you're just replacing your foyer?
Oh, yeah, no, there was all water all through.
Oh my God.
So why don't you grab a chair and let me know to talk to you first?
Yeah, no, I can stand, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
So that's the statement. I mean, you don't have to fill it out right now.
All right, so, what's your,
Yes, please.
what's your name, sir?
It's Officer Rule.
Thank you. I spoke to the sergeant who was on duty on Friday, I think it was.
Okay.
So I don't know, so this is Melody and Ron, and she wanted to give you some information about what happened where she had been staying at the Knoll.
Okay.
Sorry, we can get there.
Well, I've been there since April. I had gotten a room extension on August 18th.
Economic Services.
Through Economic Services. So I was paid for every month, and then on the 18th I had
And did the what?
of August I had called for a room extension. The last one I had gotten was on my birthday, and you're allowed to call 5 days before you have to check out. And they gave me a room extension on the 18th through September 23rd, and then and said that I had the option to stay there until April, but the cabins weren't fit to stay through the winter, so I could either transfer hotels or something about moving me up front. And so that was the last I knew about that. But and on the evening of the evening of Thursday, I got a note on my door saying that.
Thursday would have been, I'm trying to remember, 23rd, I think.
So the 24th.
Wednesday, and 21st and the 24th.
So I got a note from management on my door saying that I had to be out on my old checkout date for the 26th. And I said that wasn't.
It also told you to call Economic Services.
And to call Economic Services for a room transfer when I called for my extension.
So what happened is you're trying to get a hold of Economic Services?
So I had already gotten an extension, and then she said to call again for an extension on my old checkout date, and it was impossible because Economic Services.
So what time did you get that note on the Thursday?
It was Thursday because I had been there all day.
What time
When I had gotten back from I spent time with my son. It was around 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock, and then so she said to call when I call for an extension, which I had already done all those things.
So what happened when you called on Friday?
When I called on Friday, all three of the social workers, I spoke to 3 different workers, and they all had said that I had an extension until September 23rd at the Knoll. And evidently, Chelsea had voided the check and sent it back.
And how do you say evidently? She told you that?
No, I found out through Economic Services when I went in on Monday, and so On Saturday, there was no way to call, as her note told me to do,
Well, you had
for
already
a
talked to
transfer.
them on Friday.
And when I talked to them on Friday, they
She
did.
already covered it. She already knew she was there. She'd been there since April. She knew she was there, approved to be there till September 23rd. And am I gonna just help her out? Chelsea apparently, and she'll confirm whether this is correct or not. She apparently contacted you folks and told you, I think she played you. She told you that Melody had to be out on the 26th, and she was still there and she wanted your assistance. So one of your officers accompanied this manager, Chelsea. Okay, so apparently we got played. So they went with her, and you know what happened there. They were banging on the door. Well,
No, there was banging for 10 minutes.
But anyway, in any case.
You didn't, did you use your hand or did you use a stick?
Over Friday, knocked on the door.
With a stick or with his hand?
My normal way.
There was no normal way, and the other cabins can confirm that.
Okay, let's back up.
So anyway,
So you went there, and you were under the impression she had to leave. Because,
we were told by the business owner.
well, yes, but I'm just saying, but you were under the impression, you're played, because she had permission to be there until, she had permission to be there until September 23rd.
By economic services, not by the business, which is the normal town.
Well, that may be, but there's an eviction process, when somebody's there over the 30 days.
Let me speak.
Yeah.
At an apartment.
Anywhere.
This is a hotel.
It doesn't matter.
It's considered temporary housing. It's not a hotel.
Stop.
This isn't a complaint about assault. Was there an assault?
Yeah, look at my arm. This is what you guys did when I was trying to restrain my dog. Yeah.
Stop.
It was there.
Stop.
Okay. So
Okay.
if you want to make a complaint about I'm not the person to do it.
I want
Come
to,
tomorrow.
sir, I want to finish what your sergeant told me
Okay.
when I spoke to him on last Friday, was if she had been there longer than 30 days, it would have been different. And what we do know is there is a process when somebody is in a place for a longer time. The fact that it's a business, having an apartment building is a
It's a
business.
hotel, so that doesn't.
And it's considered temporary housing. They don't fund it as a hotel.
Stop.
I'm not gonna debate this with you.
I know,
don't
but
find.
what I
that
want
there
you to
is-
understand is the outcome of what happened was, so she went next door to the former owner's home, which is not an old property.
I was there.
Yes, and you followed her there. And the owner there of that property told you she was allowed to be there.
Yes, and then.
While that was happening, they had a truck from their other company come and remove Melody's property. Her friend,
So this is all a civil matter that has nothing to do with.
it has to do with theft.
No,
It is
no,
not,
no,
yes,
it's
it
civil.
does.
It's
It is
theft.
when somebody takes somebody's property, when they have not engaged in the civil process of an eviction, and they dispose of the property,
They took expensive things.
If Melody had been there for more than 30 days, they would have had to retain the property.
Which sergeant did you speak with?
God, his first name was John?
Jonathan Cole.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Okay.
I didn't write it down.
Do you mind if he's working right now, do you mind if I have him come here? And speak?
Oh, that would be great.
Good.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep my mouth closed as much as possible, but I'll affirm what you're saying. Just my blood pressure is like through the roof right now.
You told me in any case you could stay someplace until April. You said that there needed to be some kind of police report for what purpose?
For the supervisor and economic services, because they had said that economic services sent them, and that's part of why they're going to withdraw funding from there.
Okay.
Because the economic services never said to throw out my stuff, and they never said to call the police on me. It's considered temporary housing too. It's not, they're not funded as a regular hotel. There's nothing there as a regular hotel.
Right, it's a contract.
Yeah, it's a contract. And so that's why he needs it, so that.
Plus Economic Services on the 18th had told them that you weren't allowed to stay there, and it was sometime later that they decided apparently to not accept the check. And
She wanted access to take my things. They're expensive things that she wanted to.
what?
There were expensive things there that she wanted to, like that, my jewelry and stuff like that. The stuff that I didn't get back, it was stuff that she was asking about beforehand.
Oh.
Yeah, and she would stop by late at night asking for food, asking for all sorts of stuff that like I couldn't keep on giving her, and clothing.
So Sergeant will wait.
Right.
And so you folks can stay here, and I'll just, when he gets here, I'll come back to him.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
That's crazy. He thinks that he was regular knocking. I was able to record some of the knocking too, so.
Do you have it?
I can try to retrieve it. I was having trouble getting my phone to work.
Okay, go to your phone.
Yeah.
Can you find it?